Introduction of Petrochem Sinar Berhad. Petrochem Sinar Berhad is a reputable Malaysian firm that focuses on the designing and manufacturing of innovative oil and gas clamping tools and equipment solutions. As a program driven by quality and a focus on clients, Petrochem has significantly contributed to the efficiency and safety enhancement of operational activities. The most instrumental factor in the success of Petrochem is its human resources (HR) department, which is managed by an HR officer responsible for productively running the business on a daily basis and devising strategies for the future of the company. The HR officers combines these functions with the responsibilities that relate to the assurance that the organization not only employs and keeps the best qualified staff, but creates the condition for employees flourishing as well. HR officer has many functions. For instance, the HR officer is responsible for managing the process of recruiting and hiring new employees. This entails identifying talented people that will fit in with the objective and principles of Petrochem, interviewing them, and ensuring they settle well in the organization. Furthermore, the HR officer has an important contribution in the learning and development programs of the employees. Knowing what the employees lack in terms of skill, they are able to devise strategies aimed at improving the employees' skills and attitudes. This culture of training helps not only the employees, but also helps in achieving the objective of Petrochem. To summarize, the HR officer at Petrochem Sinar Berhad is integral in developing the human resource of the company and in nurturing the culture of growth within the company. Their multidimensional functions are central to the success of the organization. Thus, they are integral in the operations of Petrochem.
I'm going to explain about the key insights, which are job role and challenges. Job role: a human resources officer at Petrochem is responsible for recruitment, employee relations, and training development, all of which require precision and accuracy. They manage the recruitment process, including advertising vacancies, conducting interviews, and onboarding new employees to meet workforce needs. In employee relations, they address workplace concerns, mediate conflicts, and ensure a positive environment. Additionally, they organize training programs and workshops to enhance employee skill in the oil and gas sector, identify training needs, and create development plans for career growth. By fostering employee welfare, they play a key role in maintaining a productive, supportive, and compliant work environment, contributing to the company's success. For the challenge, human resource officer at Petrochem face significant challenge in recruitment and employee management. During recruitment, a major issue arises when candidates fail to report for work after accepting an offer, often due to better opportunities elsewhere. This unpredictability disrupts workforce planning. In managing employees, the challenge lies in handling diverse attitudes and behavior of 30 staff members. Mr. Izzat Yusof must address issues like absenteeism, tardiness, and misconduct while treating employees fairly and maintaining patience and firmness. Additionally, he must calmly and respectfully guide employees of different ages and positions, fostering understanding and professionalism in the workplace.
This part is about skills and platform in human resource. As someone working in human resources, there are key skills you must bring, such as recruitment, conflict resolution, and others. During interviews, it's clear that HR professionals need expertise in hiring the right employees, solving workplace challenge, addressing discipline issues, and building strong communication and relationship with all employees in the company. On the topic of job hunting platforms like job streets, Changemaker Jobs and Linked have made the process more convenient than ever. All platforms that I have said is fantastic for finding jobs in ASYAH, offering filters for location, salary, and job types. With these platforms easily accessible on smartphones, they save time and significantly improve your chance of landing the right job.
Reflection opinion of the interview. In an interview with Mr. Izzat Yusof, some insight was gathered into the complex nature of challenges that arise from working as an human resource professional. From this conversation, it came across quite implied that an human resource has to work quite persistently to build a fruitful and harmonious workplace environment that necessitates patience, critical thinking, and strong interpersonal communication skills. Furthermore, Mr. Izzat's sharing also led to the realization that human resource roles are no longer mere administrative functions, but required strategic decision-making, emotional intelligence, and commitment to lifelong learning. Challenging in managing human resources. One of the most significant challenges Mr. Izzat faces is managing employees with varying personalities and behaviors. Each individual has unique traits, attitudes, and work ethics, which influence how they respond to instructions, feedback, and workplace dynamics. For instance, some employees may be naturally diligent and punctual, while others might struggle with maintaining discipline or meeting expectations. The problems which Mr. Izzat usually faces are that more employees fail to come to work, come late, or inadequately perform their role in the workplace. This type of behavioral problem dislocates the entire coordination and harmony of the organization and irritates the colleagues and management. Such cases require a strategic approach that can balance firmness with empathy. For instance, Mr. Izzat should understand what motivates such behavior from an employee: personal issues, lack of motivation, or a problem in communications. Only after that, he would be able to identify the best line of action. He could only improve the work atmosphere and ensure a more constructive approach if he listened to their grievances carefully and tried to help them in solving their problems. All this requires great time and emotional intelligence, especially while dealing with a big, diverse team. Another critical challenge is observing equity in handling staff of different ranks, ages, and cultural or professional backgrounds. It is very difficult to make all employees feel their worth and be treated equally when senior or higher-ranking employees commit some offence. Such incidences ought to be handled carefully, with tactful communication not to deflate them or result in building resentment. For example, if the fault is from a senior employee, then Mr. Izzat has to handle the situation with due seriousness, but without showing disrespect. In most cases, he holds private discussion with the individual concerned, explaining the mistake and giving constructive feedback. He uses respectful and non-confrontational language so that the message is well received and the employee motivated to improve. Such an approach would ensure not only fairness at work, but also mutual respect and trust between management and staff, which would create a cooperative atmosphere. Another big challenge is opportunistic and manipulative people who try to take advantage of every situation for their gain. Such employees may engage in conflicts, distort situations to their favor, or completely disregard corporate policies which can dismantle integrity and morale in a workplace. In this case, human resource professionals like Mr. Izzat would have to take a resolute and firm decision, ensuring that company rules are applied consistently and without compromise. Being firm is not being unreachable. It is all about blending authority with approachability. A commanding respect yet respectful demeanor reassures employees that rules are put in place for one and all. Furthermore, human resource managers have to be observant and proactive to spot potential manipulative behaviors early on to avoid minor issues snowballing into major ones. This may involve establishing policies, consistent enforcement, and open lines of communication through which employees can express their concerns or grievances without fear. Human resource management is such a dynamic and multi-dimensional function that requires exemplary interpersonal skills, emotional intelligence, and strategic thinking. The experiences of Mr. Izzat have underlined the need to understand and address the various challenges posed by employee behaviors, being fair and commanding respect without being inaccessible. Such challenges can be overcome and addressed effectively by human resource professionals if they can create a supportive and disciplined culture in the workplace where employees will thrive and contribute towards the success of the organization.
Types of training received by HR officer. Number one, importance of training. HR roles are always evolving. To stay effective, HR officers must continuously learn and adapt to change in laws, trends, and workplace dynamics. Number two, formal training. HR officers attend training every 3 years to stay updated. This session covers labor laws and workplace regulations, updates to employment rules and policies, managing employees' benefits like health insurance, retirement plans, and leave entitlements, and lastly, conflict resolution techniques to handle workplace disputes. So, for example, Mr. Izzat attended a training session on maternity leave policies. After completing the course, he was able to explain the updated rules on maternity leave to an employee expecting a child. This clarity helped the employee plan their leave without any confusion. Number 3, self-learning. In addition to formal training, HR officers take the initiative to learn independently. Reading case studies, reports, and examples to solve workplace challenge, learning from real-world situations to adapt solutions. For example, Mr. Izzat read a case study about how another organization resolved a workplace conflict by involving a neutral third party. Inspired by this, he implemented a similar approach in his company, successfully resolving a dispute between two departments. Number 4, networking. Staying connected with other HR professionals is crucial. This is done through webinars and forums, sharing ideas and learning new trends like AI in requirement, and promoting diversity in inclusion. For example, during a webinar, Mr. Izzat learned about using AI to screen job applications and quickly. By adopting this technology, his company saved significant time in their hiring process. Number 5, holistic approach. Combining formal training, self-learning and networking ensures HR officers are well prepared for any challenge. And lastly, benefits of training, be it as decision-making and problem-solving, keeping employees informed and satisfied, contributing to overall success of the organization. Number 3, proactive approach in HR. HR management is a proactive field and skill development is ongoing. Staying updated on workplace trends such as flexible work arrangements and mental health support is essential. This ensures HR policy align with employees' needs and expectations. For example, after learning about the importance of mental health support, Mr. Izzat introduced an Employee Assistance Program (EAP) that offered counseling service. This initiative improved employee well-being and productivity. Number 4, effective communication. The way HR officers communicate significantly impacts employees. Open, respectful communication fosters a positive and supportive work culture. Employees feel valued and motivated to reach their full potential. For example, during a company-wide restructuring, Mr. Izzat organized regular meetings to explain the change and address employee concerns. His transparent communication helped reduce anxiety and maintain trust within the organization.
In conclusion, there's discussion with Mr. Izzat Yusof shed light on how crucial HR is in creating a productive and supportive work environment. HR is key in hiring, developing employees, and setting policies, acting as a link between management and staff. Issues like hiring challenges show the importance of being proactive and committed to ongoing learning. Skills like emotional intelligence and good communication are vital for resolving conflicts and making sure employees feel appreciated. By maintaining ethical standards, adapting to trends such as technology and diversity, and promoting a positive workplace culture, HR plays a major role in the success of an organization. Mr. Izzat's leadership demonstrates how HR can boost both employee potential and overall workplace success. That's all from me. Thank you.